Hey guys, so as I sit here in my car, I'm a little early for a doctor's appointment that I'm supposed to be at, so I just wanted to take this time to record a video that I've been asked about numerous times, and that's how did you get into the radio business or the music industry, the entertainment industry? How did you get into it? What does it take to get into it? Because entertainment's definitely a hard industry to break into, and then once you're in it, you're really not making a lot of money at all until you're like, you know, Ryan Seacrest status or Oprah status. So you have to really get into it because you love it, not because you want to just be famous and make a ton of money right away, because that's definitely not going to happen. I'm telling you that right now. I mean, it could happen. It definitely could happen, but the chances are just really, really small. You know, you have to work really hard. I thought I'd take this time to make this video for you guys. And note, I am playing one of my favorite bands in the background, Silent Pilot. Hi to Brandon, Nick, Zach, and Anthony, my homies. Let me just blast this for a second. All right, I just really needed to do that. Love those guys. Okay, back to my video. So how did I get into the radio industry? So if you don't know already, I'm a part of a morning show here in San Francisco. 99.7 Now is the name of our station on KMVQ FM. It's a Bay Area radio station, and I've been a part of the morning show called Fernando and Greg in the Morning for how many years now? Like 7, almost 8. It's crazy, I know. I did take a couple years off and moved to LA, but then I came right back and went back to the show. There's a car waiting for me thinking that I'm gonna leave the spot, but like, I'm not. I'm parked, bro. I'm parked. Yes, okay. Maybe they're staring at me because I'm talking to myself, but I feel like they wanted my spot. Anyways, I knew at a very young age that I wanted to have my own show, like whether it was a talk show on TV, on the radio, on, I don't know, whatever it was, I knew that I wanted to talk for a living, as you can tell. At about age 7 or 8, I have a home video of me saying, I want to be a talk show host, they make a lot of money. That's literally what I said when I was like 7 or 8.
Who do you want to be when you grow up?
Well, either a poem writer or maybe a talk show host because you get a lot of money.
Little did I know, you really don't make a lot of money right away. So that's what I said when I was a kid, and I meant it. I really wanted to do this for a living. As I grew up and I grew older, I always talked about how much I wanted to be around celebrities. That was my thing. Like, I wanted to be in the entertainment industry, and I wanted to work with celebrities. I wanted to work with music, actors, whatever it was. I didn't even know what it was yet. I just knew I wanted to do it. And then I got my nickname, Jackie Hollywood. I even got it tattooed on my back. Maybe I'll show you guys at a later time, but I definitely have a Hollywood tramp stamp down there. I wanted it my whole life. So when I was in high school, I was getting ready to apply to colleges, and I was like, I'm applying to San Francisco State University, which is 10 minutes away from my house, because that's where I want to go for broadcasting, because it was one of the best broadcasting programs in the country, especially for a state school. I wanted to go to the best school for what I wanted to do, and SF State was proven to be one of the better schools for broadcasting. I told my parents, like, this is what I'm going to do. Luckily they're supportive. I mean, they definitely try to talk me out of it for a long time. They try to get me to go to law school, medical school, basically try to get me to do anything other than entertainment, because entertainment's a very iffy major. It's hard to break through, and it's hard to get in, and it's hard. My parents knew that, and they wanted to protect me from that world. But at the end of the day, I said, Mom, Dad, this is what I really want to do. And so they were like, you know what? If that's going to make you happy, then we'll be happy. So gotta shout out my parents. They are amazing, and they helped me out with college, and here I am. So as I was in college, I took an internship class, because that's what you do in the broadcasting major. I don't know if it's like that in every school, but at SF State, you have to take an internship class as part of your broadcasting courses to graduate. And what that means is you get, I forgot, 1 or 2 credits or whatever it was, but you have to intern somewhere while you're in school. It's definitely a lot of work, right? Because you're in school, you're interning, some people have a job. Is not easy for everybody, totally understand that. But you gotta somehow fit that into your schedule if you want this to work. So I got my internship with Fernando and Greg in the Morning, which when I was young, when I was a kid, I used to always tell my mom that I was gonna work with them one day, because me and my mom were really big fans of Fernando and Greg. We used to listen to them growing up in the car together, you know, from age, I don't know, 10 to like 15, 16, like I would always listen to them in the car. And I was like, Mom, I'm gonna work with Fernando and Greg one day. Like, they don't know me yet, but they're gonna know me. When it came time to take my internship class, the first place and the only place that I applied, which is a risk. You don't want to do what I did. I only applied to one internship because I was like so positive that I was going to get it. I believed in myself so much. I wouldn't recommend that. Definitely apply to more than one place because you never know, right? But I did that. I had my interview with Jason, the producer, who's now like my brother that I never wanted, but I met him and he was a producer, and I did my interview with him, and I was just super into it. I was very you have to be very enthusiastic. You can't go into an interview like, yeah, this is cool. Like, don't be shy, be a go-getter. Even if you have a shy personality, snap out of it. Went into the interview and I was like, I want to do this. I'm ready. I love music. I can blog. I know how to do social media. Like, I'm the one for the job. Like, that's it. There's no one better than me. And so they hired me for the internship. So my internship started Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, only 3 times a week. I had to be there at 5:30 in the morning until 10 a.m. Obviously, I still had school and all that in between. So it was really hard for me to wake up at like 4 in the morning and then like have a whole day of school after, but I made it through. I was also lucky enough to have a dad who, my parents didn't want me to take the bus to that early to get to work or to my internship, and I didn't drive back then. So my dad literally woke up at 4:30 in the morning and drove me there 3 times a week for like half a year. And I just need to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to my poor father who endured that just for the sake of making me happy. And then I finally got a car and I started driving. But anyway, so I think about 6 months was like the semester, something like that. I might be wrong, but it's somewhere between like 4 and 6 months. It was like maybe a week before my internship was over. I was like kind of sad to go. I was like, man, this was fun, but like happy to not be waking up at that time anymore, but I'm kind of sad to leave. The producer pulled me aside, Jason, and was like, hey, I know your internship is basically done in a week, but is my car on? My car was on that whole time. For 8 minutes, I left my car on because I'm an idiot. I just turned that off. So the producer pulled me aside and he was like, I know your internship's about to be over, but I really, really liked having you around. You were very helpful. This is what you want, guys. You want to be very helpful. I went above and beyond to do everything I possibly could to prove to them that I was amazing. Like, you have to like do extra stuff and go out of your way to please people and do everything you can. So I did that. He's like, I want to keep you around. He's like, we don't have a particular job opening or anything for you, but he's like, I'm gonna figure it out. So I was like, all right, that's really sweet. Thank you. He talked to the boss and everything. They had a meeting, and basically he called me into his office and was like, we're gonna create a position for you that has never existed on this morning show. Assistant producer. So Jason was a producer and then they had interns. That's it. He's like, we're gonna make a position for you. We're gonna create this in the books. This is gonna be a new position. It's called assistant producer. You down? I was like, absolutely. Like, I'm still in college and you guys want to make me assistant producer of a morning show in San Francisco in a top 4 market? Like, are you kidding me right now? So he was like, we're down to do that. When can you start? And I was like, well, I have 2 months left for school to be over. I can't work Monday through Friday at 5:30 in the morning because I have to go to class. I still had classes at like 8 in the morning at that point. So I straight up had to be like, if you can wait 2 months for me to be done with school, then I will gladly accept this position. But if you can't wait for me and you need to fill it now, like, I totally understand and it breaks my heart, but I get it. He was like, absolutely, we will wait for you. He's like, we're creating the position for you, not for somebody else. So go finish school and we'll see you in 2 months. So I graduated May 23rd, 2011, I think was my graduation. I feel really old right now. Graduated on a Saturday, okay? And then literally that coming Monday, so 2 days later, I started my first job in broadcasting. I got really lucky, but it's not just luck. It's like, you have to be so willing to go above and beyond when you have an internship or when you're meeting people, make connections so that they can remember you and remember your name and get you hired, okay? So it wasn't like a miracle. It wasn't like I got lucky and that's all it was. It was like, yeah, it was a little luck, right place, right time, but it was also a lot of effort. And then I started working Monday through Friday, 5:30 in the morning. I did that for like 2.5 years. And then eventually I decided I wanted to move to LA. I was like, this is really fun. I want to see what else is out there for me. Like, I was 23 at that point. I worked there from 21 to like 23 and a half or something. And I was like, all right, like, I want to go to LA. This is my time. I never moved out of my house before and I really wanted to explore and like kind of be independent. I put my 2 weeks in and I moved to LA. Did a couple odd jobs here and there, which, by the way, I will make another separate vlog about my experience in LA and entertainment and how It's a lot, what's the word? It's not as glamorous as it seems. LA is really cutthroat and really hard, and like, I guess I didn't have the balls to like do what I was gonna do out there, and I don't want to say I gave up, but like I kind of gave up. And I came back to San Francisco and talked to my boss, and I was like, yo, what's up? So can I have my job back? Basically. They did have another girl doing what I was doing at the time. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry if you're watching this, but like they fired her to hire me back. I don't think that I was that special to like just fire someone and take me back, but I don't think the girl was necessarily doing a really good job to begin with, so it was like an easy decision for them to let her go because she just wasn't really into it. So they let her go, hired me back, and now I've been back doing morning shows again for another 2 years, I guess, more than 2 years. So overall, I've been doing morning show for like 5 years. Waking up, you gotta hustle, you gotta grind. I wake up at 4:30 in the morning. It's not fun, it sucks, you never get used to morning life. You just don't. You just don't. But from doing morning shows, I got experience, and I got hired to voice track in San Luis Obispo in the Central Coast, which, if you don't know, is between the Bay Area and LA, like right in the middle there. There's a Central Coast. So like San Luis Obispo, Pismo Beach, Atascadero, San Miguel, all those cities. Now I have a show there Monday through Friday, 2 to 7. I'm on the air there every single day. So yes, secret, I record in San Francisco, I send my show in, and then they air it. It all started with an internship and persistence. And if I didn't have that internship, I wouldn't be on the morning show here. I wouldn't have my afternoon shows there. And I probably wouldn't even be making these vlogs because it just boosted my confidence, you know, and it's cool to have people ask me on Twitter, like, Jackie, make a vlog about how you started in radio. Jackie, do this. And it's like, I wouldn't have that audience if I didn't do radio. So I just wanted to tell you guys my story, and now it's about that time for me to go to my doctor's appointment. And don't worry, I'm fine. I'm actually going to get an appointment to try to get Botox, not like for wrinkles or anything, but for migraines and headaches. Sometimes they do Botox. I don't know where they inject it, like somewhere in your head, I guess, and it's supposed to help with migraines. So I have an appointment to try to get that done because I have headaches all the time. It's really annoying. That's my story. I hope you guys liked it. Anything else you guys want to know about me, don't be shy. I am not shy. I never hold anything back. I don't have any secrets. Anything you guys want to know, any videos you want me to make, I am happy to make them for you guys. I'll definitely try to make them not in my car every single time. I'll set up like a little home studio in my room. It's just that I had spare time, so I wanted to do that for you guys. All right, love you.